And we are live. Hello everyone, welcome to part 20 of Sonadow Play the Apollo Justice Ace Attorney Trilogy. Joining me as per usual is my lovely girlfriend, IMShadow 007. Say hello, hun.
Hello!
Ah, good. No screw-ups with Discord this time.
Music, please?
Yep. And as we said on Twitter, we're going to start Case 3, Turnabout Academy.
We're taking on the Board of Education, baby!
You may as well. Well, let's start. Turnabout Academy.
Themis Legal Academy, a prestigious high school with alumni in the highest echelons of the legal world.
Well, shit.
Well, fuck. Oh, by the way, hi, Kyle Haybear.
Yep, he's in quite a lot of these.
No, I'm gonna be late! Phew, finally! So this is it, the illustrious Themis Legal Academy. This is the place where many distinguished lawyers and prosecutors got their start. When news spread that Mr. Wright had gotten his attorney badge back, he received a call from the school asking him to pay a visit. Mr. Wright brought us along, hoping we learned something from the experience. But no, I had to go and blow it by getting here 30 minutes late. At least it's not all business today. After all, today is their school festival. Wow, this place has school festival written all over it. Literally. But why all the cold stares? Is it because everyone's in school uniform except me? Well, I like the way I dress. I wonder where Mr. Wright and Apollo are.
Your attention, please. This is an announcement from the Mock Trial Committee. The mock trial will begin shortly. All students and faculty, please proceed at once to the lecture hall. Thank you.
Sounds like a mock trial is about to start. But where's this lecture hall? Looks like all the students and faculty are heading that way. Might as well join them. Maybe I'll find Mr. Wright and Apollo there.
Fancy.
Ooh. This must be the lecture hall. Wow, they spent some serious money on this place. The district court can't even compete. It's probably Apollo.
Ah, oh, it's both of them.
Yeah. Ah, Mr. Wright! Apollo! I've been looking for you two. I'm so sorry I'm late.
It's okay. Sorry we couldn't wait for you. But we didn't want to be late for our meeting. Lucky for you, the person we're supposed to meet also seems to be running late.
That is Aristotle means.
Mr. Wright, Mr. Justice, it seems Professor Court has yet to arrive. Really? Professor Court?
Yep.
Yay. Ah, yes, this weirdo. How unprofessional of her to keep visitors to our esteemed institution waiting like this. I shall make her right. I will not... oh, who do we have here? Oh, right. You haven't been introduced yet. Ah, yes. You must be the young lady Mr. Wright was telling me about. I am Aristotle Means, a professor at this hallowed hall of learning. I oversee the lawyer course here. It's a pleasure to meet you.
I'm Athena Sykes. I just recently got my attorney's badge myself.
Let's hope you elegantly use it.
It's nice to meet you too.
How wonderful. So vigorous and
Vivacious.
vivacious. Never heard that word before. You just earned yourself a gold star. Hey!
Ah! Wow, thanks. That big smile of his is kind of scary, though.
Looks like the mock trial's about to begin. What are we going to do about our meeting?
Oh, speaking of the mock trial, do either of you know about what it's about?
Oh, but I thought we had sent a pamphlet to your office. Right, the pamphlet. Whatever happened to that?
You won't be seeing it again. Trucy used it for the old rip-up and his restore trick.
Ugh.
Unfortunately, it didn't work as advertised.
Remind me to have a talk with that girl. Well, it seems I'd better explain the situation then. Thank you, Professor.
Let's talk.
Now, does anyone have any questions?
I do, Professor. Could you tell me about your school?
What an excellent question. Here's a gold star for asking. Bing! Our academy has 3 courses to choose from. Students seeking to be lawyers take the lawyer course. Likewise, budding prosecutors take the prosecutor course, and future judges, the judge course.
Wow, you have everything here for someone who wants to seriously pursue a career in law.
Yes, well, that's what makes our school special, and today even more so. After all, we are to be treated to a lecture by the legendary attorney Phoenix Wright. We can't wait to hear all about his return to the legal profession.
You're giving a lecture, Mr. Wright? But you're not even a professor.
Yeah, well, I'm just giving them what they want.
Did you even know what you were meant to be giving a lecture here today?
Yeah, sort of, but I came early because I was supposed to have a meeting with the head of the judge course, Constance Court. Seriously, what a name.
Yep.
It's been a whirlwind of a morning. Let's leave it at that. Professor Court, she is a wonderful instructor, but quite unpunctual.
Oh, so that's who's late.
From what I've heard, our esteemed Mr. Wright here is scheduled to hold a training seminar tomorrow, in addition to today's lecture.
A training seminar? For lawyers? What exactly does that involve?
Why, it involves the very skills that make a lawyer a lawyer! The arm angle when shouting, "Objection!" The proper way to strike the podium. How to project one's voice, and most importantly, how to bluff your way to victory. Huh? Who exactly do you want me to teach stuff like that to again? What a wonderful question! You just earned yourself a gold star. Bing! The great honor of taking a seminar by a famous lawyer and a famous prosecutor. That is what is at stake in this mock trial, the crown jewel of the school festival. That smile, I swear to God.
I know.
The mock trial in question is a prestigious event that every student aspires to win. The top student in the lawyer course and the top student in the prosecutor course. Please stop smiling like that. Face off in a simulated court set in this very school. As for the case itself, we select the very best script written by a judge course student and base our case on that.
Oh, a one-on-one battle? How thrilling!
Stewie's right, the guy's smiling like it's a Gmod video.
I know, right?
So if the student studying to be a lawyer wins, they get to take my training seminar? But what if the other student wins? I'm not a prosecutor, so... There's no cause for alarm. We have a famous prosecutor ready for just such a case. But exactly who it is, well, that is a special surprise.
A famous prosecutor? No, it can't be. Let's see. Professor Means, forgive me. I'm Juniper Woods, a senior in the judge course. Professor, the trial will begin shortly, since you'll be delivering the pre-trial speech. Would you mind waiting up on the balcony until we're ready for you?
My, how very organized you are, Juniper. You just earned yourself a gold star, too. But what about Professor Court? Well, I suppose she'll eventually arrive. Now then, I trust you will look after our visitors, Juniper.
Yes, of course, Professor Means. Juniper? Juniper Woods? Is that you? Hmm? Then, Athena? I almost didn't recognize you. I didn't know you were back from Europe.
Wait, you two know each other? Now that's a coincidence.
We've known each other since we were kids. We're like best friends, right, Junie? Yes, well, we live close to each other, so we used to play in the forest together. Yeah, like a lot. Why won't she look at me? I guess I shouldn't be surprised since we haven't seen each other in a long time.
Anyway, we're supposed to go wait in the waiting room, right? Now that I wouldn't mind taking in the mock trial you're putting on today.
Unfortunately, the mock trial is only for students and faculty. There's a one seat reserved for Mr. Wright, but no other exceptions are allowed.
Yes, I'm very sorry, but it's part of the student curriculum after all. I hope you won't mind remaining in the waiting room until the trial concludes. Oh, that's too bad. I was hoping to learn something new today. I'll tell you what, Apollo. Why don't you take my place? What? Really? Sure. Besides, I'd like to meet with Professor Court as soon as she gets here.
No fair! I want to see the mock trial too!
Why me? Sorry, I'm going to let Apollo pull what little rank he has. If it's okay with Professor Means. But of course, Mr. Wright. If that's what you wish. It's settled then. We'll expect a full and detailed report, Apollo, so pay attention.
Being the new kid sure stinks. If you please follow me, I'll escort you down to the waiting room on the first floor. Still no Professor Court. It's been over 30 minutes. And Mr. Wright's snoozing away on the sofa. So boring. I should have hid in the lecture hall and spy on the mock trial. What was that?
Athena, I could have sworn I just heard something fall down and break. If you go running now, they'll think it was you.
Oh, well, it wasn't me! I think I came from somewhere outside.
Oh, well, we better go have a look. Seeing as everyone else is in the lecture hall.
Okay. Is this stage for some sort of concert? It kind of reminds me of a courtroom.
Wait, Athena, behind the witness stand.
What?
Whoop. Professor Court, can you hear me? Professor!
Wait, that's who we're supposed to be meeting with?
Looks like our meeting's been cancelled for us.
No way, this can't be real. I called the police. They should be here soon. I'll go tell everyone in the lecture hall, too.
No, wait. They'll find out soon enough once the police get here. Let's do our own crime scene investigation before it gets too crowded around here.
Huh? Are we even allowed to do that?
It's no big deal, as long as we leave it exactly like we found it. Plus... No, never mind. Anyway, we should look around while the scene's still fresh.
Okay, you're the boss.
Damn right I am.
Okay, let's see.
Let's
Let's talk.
Yeah, that's the face of damn right I'm the boss.
Yep.
In addition to checking the body, we should also check the area around it. But we don't have much time. Check only what you can. Nervous, Athena?
Yes, I mean, no! Paul didn't bat an eye to the alderman's body during that case in Ninetails Vale.
Because that ain't the first body he'd ever seen, Athena.
I can't let him show me up. I can do this. Just take a deep breath and focus. So, Professor Court was...
Yep. The professor I was here to meet with. Turns out she wasn't running late after all.
How awful. Here she was lying dead and we thought she was late. What was that you were saying before, boss? You never finished.
Oh, that. Don't worry. I'll fill you in. Later. But right now, let's focus on the investigation, okay?
Okay, sure. Suspense is killing me. Alright, let's examine. Change the perspective of the stage to the right. Examine Court's body. I guess I really don't have to examine the body. Well, guess I better get used to stuff like this if it wasn't so full-fledged Floyer. Examine the book.
What do we have here? A book? I'm guessing it fell out of her chest pocket.
Wait! What if it's her diary? That's the most private thing a girl has!
True, but considering the situation at hand, my apologies to the late Professor Court.
No, don't!
Looks more like a planner than a diary. Every page seems to have the same sword mark printed on it.
I still think a girl deserves her privacy, but this may help us solve the case.
Thank you.
Alright, let's now examine her wrists.
It looks like
She
her
was
wrists were
tied
tied.
up. Yep.
Notice anything strange about the body? Take a deep breath, then take a good look.
Well, now that you mention it, there's no blood around it.
Yet the victim's body is cold, and rigor mortis has already started to dissipate. It would appear that quite some time has passed since Professor Court was murdered. Thing is, a quad was packed with students up until the start of the mock trial.
Wait, then doesn't that mean she was killed at a different location? Oh, I know! The killer moved the body while everyone was in the lecture hall.
That's a definite possibility. Notice anything else?
Her arms are raised over her head and there are dark bruises around her wrists.
Yeah, the professor was probably tied up with something.
Eventually her wrists were unbound, and as she reached up to stretch, she was killed? Actually, I'm not sure about this theory.
Well, there's not exactly a lot to go on.
Alright. Let's see. Examine the arrow. There's an arrow stuck in their side. Gunshot wounds and stab wounds are pretty common, but arrow wounds?
This is a homicide any way you slice it. In other words, we have a murder on our hands.
A murder? Here? So that makes the whole arrow the murder weapon. Well, that and the bow that shot it.
Right. But where could the killer have shot her from? The stage is a sea of obstructions. I'm no expert on archery, but it can be easy to hit a target with this much stuff around.
Would it be possible to kill someone by stabbing them with an arrow?
I'm not sure. Guess we better do some more investigating before jumping to conclusions.
Thank you.
Well, I don't see why you couldn't stab someone with it. It's a pointed object.
I know. I think that's about what we're going to find out in the body for now.
Nice work, Athena. Your face only turned 5 shades of pale. I was expecting 50. We should probably take a picture of the crime scene, just in case.
Okay, I'm on it. Say cheese!
Really, Athena? Cheese? And I thought I was the one with a twisted sense of humor. Thank you!
I think that should do it.
Alright, let's take a better look around the area while we wait for the police to arrive.
This pile of rubble sticks out like a sore thumb. Looks like broken pottery or plaster. Maybe this is sort of the noise we heard.
There were supposedly 2 statues on this stage. I seem to recall hearing that a co-ed from the Fine Arts Club had made them.
There were 2? Then that thing over there is the remains of another statue?
This could be related to the case. Let's take a closer look.
Examine the small part of the statue that remains. Oh, there's something buried in the rubble. The Themis Herald?
Wait, we shouldn't disturb it. Let's just read what we can.
Final act in torrid love triangle centered on campus She-Devil Juniper Woods. Level-headed lawyer, course genius, and hot-blooded prosecutor course student. We'll go head-to-head in a mock trial battle for the She-Devil's Black Heart. Hugh O'Connor has declared that he will confess to her if he wins. Wait, what? I seriously wish I hadn't read that.
You find that more shocking than discovering a murder victim's body?
But we're talking about my friend Junie here. She's never laid guys on like that.
Athena, you don't believe everything you read, do you? This article is clearly written with malicious intent. I'm not buying a word of it.
You're right. But it's still disturbing. Even if it's a third-rate tabloid material.
Thank you.
Alright. Examine that small part of the statue.
Alright.
Yeah. Wonder what this was a statue of. Wonder what it was. It was a reddish-purple in color.
When Apollo and I first got here, both statues were already here, but they were covered up. I bet they were waiting to unveil them when the school festival moved here to this stage.
You mean this duffel bag-looking thing was actually being used to cover the statues? I guess it just leaves the question, were they broken by accident or on purpose? What a puzzle this is. Apollo.
Mr. Wright! Athena!
Oh, here goes Apollo! I've never seen anyone move so fast.
Listen, something big's happened. I was at the mock trial when the police announced the body had been found on campus. That's right, and we're the ones who phoned it in. We found Professor Court dead behind the witness stand over there. What? Can you show me? What the?
We've already had a quick look at the body. It's definitely homicide, once the police get here.
No, I know it's a homicide. I'm shocked because it's the same. Exactly the same! Whoa there, Apollo. Take a deep breath and explain what you mean. It's the same. The body, that is. It's just like how it was in the mock trial.
What? It's like the mock trial.
I know. It sounds crazy, but... the body's location and position, the murder weapon, the lack of pooling blood. It's all exactly like the mock trial.
You're kidding, right? It can't really all be the same, can it?
Oh, here they come.
Oh boy.
The whole school's in an uproar. There won't be any more classes today. A murder on campus. That's the last thing I expected at a legal academy. I'll go tell Professor Means what we observed when we discovered the body. You two wait here until you've spoken with the police.
Yes, boss.
I can't believe this is happening.
I can't believe we have to wait around here. I can't stay at a time like this. I hope Junie hasn't fainted from the shock of this whole thing. Athena, there you are. Junie! Am I glad to see you? I was worried that... Don't worry about me. I'm the student council president, after all. I need to be strong. Student council president? Wow, I'm impressed. She's really changed. She used to be kind of sickly and shy.
Juniper, was it? You mind if we ask you a few questions?
Yeah, we're stuck here waiting for the police, and there's really not much to do. Sure. What would you like to know? I haven't seen you in ages, Junie. What's it been? 7 years or so? Yes, and I remember how you were always there for me, Athena. Maybe it's just me, but I wanted to ask you why you seem so distant. Remember how you used to call me Athena? I liked it better than that way. It felt like you were really sisters, you know? Yes, but I'm the student council president now. And as a student representative of the Themis Legal Academy, I have to act properly. She was never this stiff and formal before. I knew you wanted to be a judge, but I didn't expect this. Such a prestigious school, and you're in the judge's court to boot. Yes, and Professor Court has been in charge of it until, well, you know. Oh, right. Professor Court was the professor in charge of Junie's course.
What sort of teacher was Professor Court?
If I had to sum up her with a single word, I'd say she was amazing. A judge must always seek the truth. That was her mantra, and she used it in trying to fix what was wrong with our school. She was a beacon of hope in this dark age of the law. What's wrong with your school? What did you mean by that? Oh, nothing. Never mind. Am I imagining things, or did I just detect something in Junie's voice? Professor Court chose my script for the mock trial. Oh? You mean all the students in the judge course had to submit a script? And yours was the one she selected? Wow, that's amazing, Junie. Oh, thank you. But now Professor Court is... Who would do such a thing? Just yesterday, we were working together, trying to get things ready. Excuse me. Are you alright, Junie? Maybe you should take it easy for a while. She's still got that cough. Guess she's not as strong as she pretends to be. Why do you need a script in a showdown between a lawyer and a prosecutor? Well, we were simulating a trial, so we needed a script for its framework. All the details about the incident and the people involved are included in the script. We also prepare a crime scene, photos, a murder weapon, and other kinds of evidence.
Wow, you guys think of everything. Must be hard getting all that ready.
Yes, well, it was only Professor Court and I. After all, we didn't want the script or other elements of the mock trial to get leaked. We were the only ones in the entire school who knew all the details. Must have been a big pain that must have been really difficult. I wrote the script so the case could go either way. That way, the defense and prosecution both had an equal chance of winning. That's, Hugh O'Connor.
If you think that's all she's capable of, you've got another thing coming.
Huh? Who said that?
Juniper's genius doesn't stop at her brilliant script.
Yeah! She gave an award-winning performance as a defendant, man!
I think I found a rival to my cords of steel.
Hugh, Robin, aren't you going to introduce yourselves to our guests?
You're really quiet.
Oh, Hugh, Robin, aren't you going to introduce yourselves to our guests? As student council president, I won't have you treating them rudely.
You're right. I heard Mr. Wright was bringing a couple of guests with him. That would be you two, Apollo Justice and Athena Sykes.
Yep, I'm Athena Sykes.
And I'm Apollo Justice. Nice to meet you. I'll pass on the handshake. I'm studying to be a lawyer. The name's Hugh O'Connor. But some call me Mr. Perfect because I never scored less than 100% on tests.
Ugh, most pretentious introduction ever! And what's with his hand? Is it glued to the inside of his pocket or what? Yeesh. Let me be the first to apologize for Hugh's totally rude introduction. Sorry! Now here's my intro. I'm Robin Newman. I'm studying to be a prosecutor, like the really cool kind that nails the bad guys. No! Where's the sincerity? So he makes pottery too. And what's the bracelet contraption for? Journey sure has made some unusual friends.
Well, as Ace Attorney.
These two were the lawyer and the prosecutor in today's mock trial. And even though I wrote the script and I also played the part of the defendant, final act in the torrid love triangle centered on campus She-Devil Juniper Woods. Level-headed lawyer course genius and hot-blooded prosecutor course student. Will go head-to-head in a mock trial battle for the She-Devil's black heart. Wait, these two are the guys who supposedly have a thing for Junie?
Juniper, come on. Your role's way beyond just that.
That's right! The mock trials is the start! She's also the school festival's main event! Live on stage, Juniper Woods! And the crowd goes bananas! Woo!
Dude, you are way too intense.
Yeah. I'm supposed to sing at the school festival. All the other girls were too embarrassed to try out, so... My Junie singing? On stage in front of people? Wow, she really has changed. I was responsible for making everyone's stage costumes. And this is what I'll be wearing. Oh, Lemmy Wah's outfit!
I was gonna say, that's what it looks like.
That's amazing, Junie. But then again, you were always good at that kind of thing. These constellations in particular are really something. Oh, thank you. One of my favorite things to do is look up at the stars in the middle of the forest.
Huh. So you're a fan of the night sky then?
Wow, Apollo. Didn't know you were such a romantic.
It's not like that. I have this friend. He and I go way back. Who got me really interested in space.
Wait, you had friends when you were young? How am I surprised?
I'm gonna throw you down these stairs. I don't care who's watching.
As student council president, I cannot allow such mean-spirited teasing to continue. Eep. I think she's angry. The costumes were no problem, but as for singing, I'm not sure No! You can do it!
That's right. And anyone who says otherwise will have to answer to me.
It's like a chivalrous love triangle. A damsel in distress and two knights in shining armor. Hey, you guys know polyamory's a thing, right? Maybe that famous Herald article wasn't too far from the truth. Speaking of the latest news, I wonder how the mock trial turned out. So, how did the mock trial end? We were just about to reach a verdict when the police arrived. Now we'll never know how it would have turned out.
I guess that's what happens when there's a real murder during a fake murder trial.
It ended right before the verdict? Talk about bad timing. I was this close, man! I bet I would've won!
But I bet the defense wasn't doing too badly either, right? We'll settle this some other time, and I assure you I will win when the time comes.
Like I'm gonna let that happen? I don't think so! I hope they don't really end up hurting each other. No, don't worry. The three of us have been good friends since we were enrolled here.
We even have proof of our friendship.
Proof? Like physical evidence proof? Yes, we're studying for a career in law, and in the legal world, evidence is everything. Yeah! As long as our friendship lasts, you can bet we'll be carrying them around. Ah, the famed Themis Legal Academy ingenuity at work. So, what exactly is the proof of friendship anyway? Well, it's a secret, and if I should show you, it would be a bad luck. Oh, okay. I knew it. There's definitely some discord in Junie's voice.
Our friendship is sacred and inviolable. It's not something to put cheaply on display.
Proof? We don't need no stinking proof. Us three are friends forever! I can hear discord in their voices too. But they're talking about their friendship. What's going on here?
Something wrong, Athena?
No, it's nothing.
Oh, alright. Hey, isn't that...
Hey, Bobby!
Everyone, stay right where you are! Don't move a muscle! Oh, great, it's Johnny Bravo.
Great! Detective Fulbright, is something wrong?
Why, if it isn't my little lawyer friends! Sorry, but the small talk will have to wait. Juniper Woods, you're under arrest for the murder of Constance Court.
I'm what? Oh, wait a second, what's going on here? Why are you arresting Junie?
Please, Detective Fulbright, we're involved in this case too. Haha! So you're the lawyers that the dispatch said were first on the scene. I can't tell you everything, but I will say this. There are two major reasons for her arrest. Number one, the suspect led somebody to where the body was.
I didn't!
And number two, the crime scene is exactly how the suspect portrayed it in her script.
But you can't arrest her on just those grounds.
Can I? True, but there's more. However, Prosecutor Blackwell specifically told me to say no more than that.
So Blackwell's the prosecuting attorney on this one too?
And trust me, you don't want to get him mad. Detective Fulbright, we found this in the suspect's pocket. Well, there's blood on this!
That's evidence we made for the mock trial.
A mock trial? Never heard of such a thing, but it sounds fishy to me. Real fishy! Now, if you would, officers. Yes, sir.
But... Junie! I have to do something. I can't I can't let them take her away like this!
Now, if you'll excuse me, I have work to do.
Hold it! Hold it! I refuse to believe that she's the killer! Junie! I've decided. I'm going to defend you. I'll fight with everything I've got. Athena. Junie, it's good to hear you say that name again.
Hate to interrupt your bonding time, but... aren't you rather new to all this? You're barely even a lawyer.
Well, I don't have much experience, and I may need to follow Mr. Wright's help at the times.
You mean all the time?
But nobody believes in Junie as much as I do.
I'll help you too, Juniper. There's no way you murdered your professor.
Athena. Apollo. Thank you both. I'm counting on you. You got your back, Junie.
Guess things worked out after all. Now that you have your lawyers, Miss Woods, it's time for us to head back to the station. What a ham.
Yep. I can't believe Junie's been arrested for murder. And I can't believe I accepted her kids without asking Mr. Wright.
Take a deep breath and relax, Athena. I'm here to help with whatever you need. So let's get right on the case.
Right.
I won't have this case left in the hands of rank amateurs. You haven't even graduated yet.
Dude.
If anyone's going to solve this case, it'll be me. Time to investigate.
Well, that smug little... He hasn't even finished law school. Thank you.
That's what I just said.
You! That was totally rude. And you're not the only one in the chase, man. I'm in too. Big time. Juniper Woods! I'm gonna save you!
Whatever you say, Dash. Now that those two are gone, let's get back to what I was talking about in front of the stage. About the mock trial, that is.
Oh, right. You said the victim's location, position, and so on were just like the script.
Exactly, but without the script or any props, it's kind of hard to explain.
Hi, Clavier.
Perhaps I could help, Hair Forehead.
Hey!
Prosecutor Gavin, what are you doing here?
You two seem to know each other. Is someone going to introduce me?
You have no idea, Athena. Why, I do believe we have a fresh face here. Greetings, Fraulein. I'm Clavier Gavin. Some know me as the prosecutor, but I'm most famous for my former rock band. Oh, the Gaviners broke up at this point.
Yeah.
We were quite popular, you know, but regrettably, the band went kaput. Perhaps you've heard of us, the Gaviners? I was the lead vocalist. And no, he doesn't have a German accent in this one, because he does speak in a cutscene, voiced by Yuri Lowenthal, no less.
Yep. Never heard of your band. Then again, I was out of the country till only recently. But, can I get your autograph?
You just met him like 3 seconds ago and you want his autograph? I swear, Apollo's faces are just me. Forgive me, Fraulein, but I've retired from the music biz. But I'd be happy to offer my autograph as rockstar prosecutor Clavier Gavin.
Oh, okay. That one then.
She's a lively one, eh, Hair Forehead? Didn't know she was your type. She's the newest member of Write Anything Agency. That's all.
Nice to meet you. I'm Athena Sykes.
A pleasure to meet you too, Athena Sykes. Now the intros are out of the way, I'm sure you have some questions for me, yeah, Hair Forehead?
Let's talk.
So what are you doing here, Prosecutor Gavin? I'm here for the same reason as your boss, to give a lecture and a training seminar.
So he's the famous prosecutor they invited?
And I have another crucial role to play. The Gaviners are getting back together for a one-time special performance. Even though you guys disbanded, which was a shame, by the way, really. Yeah, no thanks to us.
Yep.
Yeah, I know how much you adored our music, Hair Forehead. Anyway, I studied abroad in Germany to get my badge early, but I did graduate from here.
Wait, it's that performance Janine mentioned.
I see you've already heard about that. One student representative was selected to sing with us on stage. And the stage was supposed to look like this tomorrow. Two big banners and a pair of wicked statues. That's just an illustration, but it's not half bad.
Wicked statues? Wait, are these supposed to be you and Mr. Wright?
Bingo, Fraulein! And they were so big and magnificent too. What a terrible waste. But the worst part of this whole thing is, my long-awaited reunion with my mentor never came to pass.
Wait, don't tell me your mentor was...
Professor Court. She was the one who taught me how to think about the law.
So Constance Court was your professor here at the academy.
She may have taught the judge course, but she had a huge impact on me. She was fond of saying the end is only justified through proper means. She wouldn't tolerate dishonesty and always revered in what was right beyond all else.
I can feel Prosecutor Gavin's sadness. Oh no, I'm gonna cry.
You're muffled.
Oh, I can feel Prosecutor Gavin's sadness. Oh no, I think I'm gonna cry.
Yeah, you really need to watch where you place your mic, hon.
Sorry.
Athena, are you tearing up? Although I can't blame you. Prosecutor Gavin knows a lot of who he is to Professor Court. Exactly. So as you can see, we're both joined in purpose, so to speak, yeah? Now, let's rock this place hard. Huh? I don't follow. Let's rock what? Forget already, Hair Forehead? I said I'd help you explain the mock trial. We're going to reprise it right here in the lecture hall. It might help us catch your killer.
Snap. All rise. Now sit on it.
Right, the stage is up. The stage is ready, and you, Hair Forehead, ready to rock? No, the defense is not ready to rock. You saw the actual mock trial earlier, right? Just relax, you'll do fine. Besides, we have the script right here.
Junie's masterpiece. The ones everyone's been talking about.
Yeah, and there's only one in existence. I borrowed it, if you will, so you stole it. Now, Fraulein, we need you to play the part of the defendant and judge as per the script.
Okay, got it.
I've only read the case outline so far. I don't know how it actually turns out, so I'll treat this like I'm prosecuting a real case. You, Hair Forehead, you'll play the part of a fledgling lawyer, a role you were born to play. All the evidence is also here with us. We have everything we need to reprise the mock trial.
Très bien. Let's get started. Defendant/Judge Athena's sights is sight and ready to rock. Court is now in session for the reenactment of the mock trial. Or what I like to call the mock trial.
Yeah, a double mockery perhaps, but a trial is still a trial. Achtung, baby. It's no holds barred. Let's rock. Can we take it easy today?
Objection! It may just be a mock of a mock, but there's only one way to compete. You play to win. So remember, each time I catch you slacking off, I'm holding you in contempt of court.
Great. A judge that voices her own objections and abuses her judicial powers.
Hey, like me. Talk. Now then, Prosecutor Gavin, your opening statement, if you please.
You got it, Fraulein Judge. Our case is set in a school very much like this one. The victim, a professor, female. The defendant, an archery club member, also female.
Oh me, oh my. I'm innocent. Innocent, I tell you!
That's some seriously bad acting, Fraulein. Anyway, the victim's body was discovered in the middle of the quad. Here's a shot of the crime scene. Ironically, it was Professor Court who posed as the corpse. Hair Forehead, how did the mock trial participants react to this photo? Mr. Newman was surprised by what Professor Court was wearing. He reacted with, "Oh, the green sweatsuit!"
That's not exactly what I would pick to focus on, so why would he care about that?
Too much fledgling to know what's important. That one. Too much fledgling to know what's important, that one. In any case, Both the mock trial and the actual case, Professor Court was wearing a sweatsuit. Moving right along.
Hold it!
Hey, wait a sec. The body was discovered in the same area as the mock case, although there was a stage. Plus, the murder weapon and arrow and the lack of blood are also the same. That's right, and therein lies the significance of this mock trial. Mock. So let's keep rocking it hard. Let's keep rocking it hard, just like that. Before the crime occurred, the defendant was to meet with the victim in the quad, or quad, however you say it.
Quad. Oh, let's see here. When I arrived at our meeting place, I found the professor with an arrow in her stomach. But it wasn't me. I didn't kill her.
You don't have to ham it up like that, Athena. Oops. It's called getting into character here, Forehead. Don't be such a wet blanket. Right. Let's see. Oh yeah, then Hugh said... A frail co-ed used her bare hands to stab her professor with an arrow. I don't think so. At the time of the murder, a male student was seen holding a bow in the archery club room, which has a very clear view of the quad. He shot the arrow into the victim before my client even got there. "9-9, Herr Forehead. That feigned swagger does not suit you in the least."
Order! Especially you, Mr. Justice!
Must feel weird you doing it for once instead of me.
I love this.
Me? But I was just trying to get into it like Mr. Eurorocker said.
Especially when I'll be doing that in the investigation games. So the victim was shot from the archery club room before the meeting even took place. Hence, the defendant could not be the killer. That seems to be the defense's assertion. Prosecutor Gavin, do you have any objections?
The autopsy report notes that the edges of the victim's wound were unusually ragged. Could such physical trauma possibly result from an arrow shot from a bow? 9. I believe the victim was impaled with the arrow by hand, post-mortem. In short, the real murder weapon was not the arrow at all. When robbing the prosecutor, he had a tough time. Determining the real murder weapon. Well, he's just a student, a warm-up act, while I'm the real deal, the headliner, so to speak. The true murder weapon was most likely the awl that was left in the art room.
An awl? What's that? An awl, you say? What might that be?
Yeah, seriously, what the fuck's an awl? It's a kind of tool used for poking holes in paper, wood, and other materials.
Oh,
Kind of like
those.
Oh, that, right. I knew what they are, just didn't know its name. It's kind of like an ice pick. I have a photo here if you're interested.
Gross. It's all bloody up to the handle. Please tell me it's just paint.
Most likely, Fräulein. Pretty realistic, yeah? Let's pretend it's real blood for now. The defendant's prints were lifted from the murder weapon. Furthermore, traces of the victim's blood were discovered in the art room. That's where I believe the murder actually took place.
So, the question now is, how did they get the body from the art room to the stage?
The murder took place in the 3rd floor art room, but the body was found in the quad.
It must have been quite a chore moving the body all that way.
Not at all. There's a maintenance area and storehouse right outside the art room. And a cart used to carry balls around was found there. We've got balls!
Oh, I think I've seen one of these before, but that's a pretty big one.
A jumbo, yeah? Big enough to fit a person or a body in it. The defendant dropped the body from the art room window, then moved it with the cart. That is how a high school girl could easily move a body all by herself.
You don't say!
Athena, I'm afraid you've gone mad with power.
Oh god.
Objection!
A body dropped from 3 stories up would show signs of massive blunt force trauma.
Objection!
Alright, Spider-Man. That may be
Okay,
true, but
Sasuke.
you failed to account for the large high jump mat in the storehouse. A body dropped onto such a mat would show no sign of blunt force trauma. Yikes. It's almost scary how similar this whole case is to the mock trial proceedings. Quite the crafty killer in an attempt to cast suspicion on the archery club. They moved the body to the quad where it would be an easy shot from the club room. Then the killer faked the murder weapon by inserting an arrow into the all stab wound.
Sounds like he has only high praise for Junie's script.
Were there any further arguments from the defense? Nope. It seems like the teacher who was playing the judge was satisfied too. Time for the finale then. Your verdict, if you please, Fraulein Judge?
Huh? Alright, that's me.
Wake up, Athena.
Very well. This court finds the defendant Juniper Woods. Wait a second. Even if this is just a mock trial of a mock trial. I don't even know what to declare Junie guilty!
Yeah, perhaps that's not such a good idea. Let's end our mock trial here. Besides, it's about time I get back to my investigation. Thanks,
you two. That little run through of the mock trial cleared up a few things. Thank you.
Achtung, baby. The prosecution's already got a witness sized up too.
That was quick. Prosecutor Blackwell's almost too good.
You're sure in a helpful mood today, Prosecutor Gavin. Well, like I said, I just want to catch whoever killed Professor Court. And there's no real reason for me to start butting heads with you two. Yeah, out of all the prosecutors in the Ace Attorney series, Clavier was probably the most helpful.
Yeah, he's the most helpful and like most grounded prosecutor.
Yeah, he doesn't care about upping the defense, he just wants the truth.
Yeah.
Anyway, I won't say goodbye, as I'm sure I'll be seeing you later.
I always thought prosecutors were all rather scary bunch. But Prosecutor Gavin seems pretty nice.
Yeah, he's not so bad as prosecutors go. We should get back to investigating too. We don't have nearly enough information yet.
And we also have to tell Mr. Ray that we accepted Junie's case.
Oh yeah, we still need to tell him that. Oops.
Yep.
Right. Looks like we have our work cut out for us.
Move to the hallway. The music is so good.
It is.
Ah, Mr. Wright!
I heard they arrested your friend Juniper. Yeah, Detective Fulbright just took her in. I refuse to believe that one of our students is capable of murder. We must prove her innocence by any means necessary. The end justifies the means.
What do you mean, the ends justify the means?
I, Professor Means, always say what I mean, and I mean what I say by all means. Try saying that 3 times fast.
Ugh.
Here at our esteemed academy, we train our students to produce meaningful results. You believe in Juniper's innocence, do you not?
Of course I do! Junie wouldn't even hurt a fly!
Precisely. We have justice on our side. The only other thing we need are the results. It is the height of folly to endanger your client by failing to pursue all means possible.
Sure, I want to prove her innocence, but I don't like the sound of the ends justified the means part. Gee, I wonder who the villain is in this case.
Well, you are still young and idealistic. It's no wonder you failed to see the wisdom therein. There is but one thing to do now. I must personally take up Juniper's defense. You're going to take her case, Professor Means? I may be a professor, but I'm still licensed to practice law. In fact, I have even battled Professor Court in court. No kidding! So you guys were rivals or something? No, nothing of the sort. She was an esteemed colleague at the Academy and in court. You see, both Professor Court and I graduated from the Academy at the top of our class.
Wow, I bet they were both used to really bring it.
Now, if you will excuse me, I'd best go discuss the case with Juniper.
Professor Means, please wait! I didn't want to say anything, but Apollo and I already agreed to take her case.
It's true. Juniper's counting on us to prove her innocence. Really now? You two? And when were you planning on telling me?
Sorry, boss. I know we should have asked first, but...
I'm gonna butt your heads together. Relax. Your friend was just hauled away in front of your eyes. Sometimes you just have to make snap decisions, and I think you made the right one. Sort of. How wonderful! Very well, Athena Sykes. Let me ask you just one thing. As a lawyer, what is that you treasure beyond all else?
That's an easy one, Professor. Seeking justice for my clients.
What a wonderful answer. Juniper must be overjoyed to have a friend such as you. As a professor, I too shall do whatever I may to help her. And if you decide to take the end justify the means strategy, come see me at once.
Let's hope it never comes to that.
Bing! Now, if you'll excuse me. Well, time's a-wasting. You better start investigating and fast. But first, how about I tell you everything I know so far?
Yes, please. Talk to Phoenix. Have you learned anything new about the case?
Actually, I ran into Prosecutor Gavin, excuse me, and he told me something interesting. Seems the murder took place in the art room. There's traces of a large pool of blood there. So the police believe the body was moved from there to the stage.
What? Really? Just like the mock trial again.
The police are searching the art room. But whether they'll find anything, well...
Well, what? Come to think of it.
Let's do our own crime scene investigation before it gets too crowded around here.
Huh? Are you even allowed to do that?
It's no big deal, as long as we leave it exactly like we found it. Plus... No, never mind.
Now, where was I again?
But there's really no need to talk about it right here, right now. I want you two to find out for yourselves. So, were you shocked by your conversation with Professor Means?
Oh, I guess so. Actually, that was pretty shocking.
The dark age of the law. I'm sure you've heard those words before. Yeah, it's almost like that's the mantra of this game.
Sure, a number of times. Prosecutors file false charges and lawyers fight back by fabricating evidence. There's a lot of that going around these days.
But the question is, how is it related to the case at hand? Training students to produce results. That is the school's policy.
Well, that in itself isn't a bad thing.
Right. As long as those results come by fair and honest means.
Oh, but what's the professor said? The ends justify the means?
To survive the dark age of the law, you must use any means necessary. Fabrication of evidence and false charges are unavoidable in the quest for results. That's what they're preaching here at Themis Legal Academy.
But what'll happen to our legal system if results are all in the matter anymore?
Relax, it's just a rumor. I'd take it with a grain of salt if I were you.
Oh, that's a relief. You had me going there for a minute. Wait a second. But Mr. Wright examined the victim's body for a reason. Maybe he was worried someone might actually tamper with the evidence.
I think that about wraps up what I know so far. The fact that this case closely resembles Miss Wood's script is obviously important. Knowing that, you should probably try and identify what's the same and what's different.
Okay, I'll try talking to as many people as I can on campus. But before I go, I want to present you with something. Look at the Themis Herald.
Things like that sure scream out school days, don't they?
Were you involved in any extracurricular activities like in school papers or mock trials?
Nah, that wasn't my thing. I was an art major.
An art major? Then how did you become a famous attorney?
It's kind of complicated. And when I say kind of, I mean really, really complicated.
Oh. He must really mean it. I'm picking up a lot of complex emotions in his voice.
You have no idea, Athena.
Alright, move to the outdoor stage. And we got an achievement.
Yep, I heard the bing. I thought the area was cordoned off. Hey, the police are discussing something over there.
Oh, I know. I'll just quietly sneak over for a listen. Here goes.
Athena, watch where you're...
Huh? Ouch! Who put the stupid box here?
Bum 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 bum.
Wait. Apollo, this box, there's
What now?
someone or something inside.
Don't let it be a snake!
Get it? Get it? Hi. You morons just blew my cover.
What the? There really is someone inside.
That someone is me, Miriam Scuttlebutt. And I'm the senior in the judge course. Scuttlebutt! Well, what's with the box? It's the fate of we who live in the shadows. There's a very good reason why none may see my face for the light of day.
Let me get you in contact with Hideo Kojima. Wait, if you're taking the judge course, did you write a mock trial script too? I love the faces he makes in this game.
Me too! You really want to see my script that bad? Well, you better watch out. Read it without my permission, and you'll wish you hadn't. Who cares? I'm sure it was just written for a good reason. Let's talk. Oh, so you're studying to be a judge too? You must be classmates with Juniper. Are you a friend of hers? Juniper? Sure, she's my friend. That's why I'm gathering info. Now, tell me about you know, for tomorrow's trial. For tomorrow's trial? What are you talking about? I'm gonna take the stand, naturally. So the witness for the prosecution is some weirdo in a cardboard... Oh, so the witness for the prosecution is some weirdo in a cardboard box?
Hey, I resemble that remark.
This disguise is how I get my scoops. But you're right, it's me. So tell me everything you know about For Juniper's Sake.
Wait a second, Miriam. Repeat what you just said.
A lawyer with brains as brain as his ears. Poor Juniper. I'm taking the stand tomorrow. Tell me everything you know for Juniper's sake. Clear enough for you that time? Ah!
I thought so. Athena, my bracelet's reacting.
Really? That means... a lie already? That was quick. Alright, perceive. Look at her hands. Her hands will start clenching the box. When it highlights For Juniper's Sake, her hands will clench. There we go.
Gotcha!
That's strange. You suddenly tightened your grip when you said, "For Juniper's sake." It's like you subconsciously tensed up because you're lying.
What are you talking about? When did I ever lie? Okay then, let me ask you this. Why are you selected as a witness? That's an easy one. I'm the editor-in-chief of the Themis Herald. I know everything there is to know around campus, even the darkest of secrets.
Editor-in-chief, huh? Pretty impressive.
Yeah, well, it's a lonely one-woman operation. I do it all myself, from reporting to editing to publishing. Still impressed? I'm the perfect storm of journalism because I bring it all to the table. And this is the evidence. Here. Extra edition of the Themis Herald, published to coincide with the mock trial. Thanks, Miriam. You revealed who you truly are. Someone who's never had Junie's best interest in mind. What? Are you questioning our friendship? Look, you may want answers, but no one can do, because what you're saying conflicts with the real piece of evidence, the Themis Herald. Take that! That's the Themis Herald, the paper I published. What about it? Are you really that dense? This article is full of malicious lies about Junie. It's definitely not something a true friend would write. You got it all wrong! Another staff member wrote that one. I don't think so, Miriam. You even said it yourself just a moment ago. It's a one-woman operation. Or did you forget it already? Did you just give me the info you have? Stupid pawn! Juniper's just using you!
What a name.
Get the scuttlebutt. Now, I want the truth, Miriam. You hid your boss in order to collect a gossip for your sleazy paper, isn't that right?
You're not really friends with Juniper, are you?
No, duh. She's the target of my scoops, and my readers demand dirt. Extra, extra! A dirty little secret of the squeaky clean student council president. Dirty little secret? Alright, what are you planning to say in court, huh? I'm a witness to her part in the crime. I'm gonna tell it all in a shocking expose. The ends justify the means. That's my brand of tell-all journalism. The ends justify the means. Wait a second. In this dark age of the law, many of us embrace Professor Mean's methods, even future judges. I've even adopted an end justify the means brand of journalism, which includes tape recorders secretly hidden all over our campus. Secretly recording every last word without anyone being any the wiser. Doesn't she realize that it's totally illegal? And one of them was the scene of the crime, the art room.
You put a tape recorder in the art room? What did it record?
You want to know? You really want to know? Yes, please. That's so nice of you to... I can really tell you now. The big suit comes out in court tomorrow.
Who's really under that box? Miriam, Scuttlebot, or Trixie?
You're so mean, Miriam. That's how I base my voice on. I base my voice on Trixie. According to my evidence, a fatal fissure had to open between the three of them. Who? Junie, Hugh, and Robin? And what do you mean by a fatal fissure? Juniper, Hugh, and Robin used to be the best of friends. Used to be? They still seem to get along fine to me. I did sense some discord, though. You don't know anything. Professor Means has followers and Professor Court had hers. Their influence is inescapable. Are you implying that one of the adherents to the extreme idea you and Professor Means have? But why would anyone follow that philosophy? you possibly understand? You're new around here.
Miriam, wouldn't you feel better if you came out of the dark and into the light?
I can see fine in here. You'll be the one seeing the light in court tomorrow. Then you'll realize how guilty Juniper Woods really is.
Whatever you say, Trixie. Ugh.
Ugh, we're gonna have to get a cross-examiner tomorrow, but I don't know where to start.
Well, let's at least take care of whatever we can today.
You're right. Let's see what else we can find out. To the lecture hall.
See you later, Trixie.
But yeah, when it comes to annoying characters, I always go the Trixie voice.
Fair enough.
Look, there's Hugh. Hey, Hugh!
Oh, it's you two. Do you want something? Did you find anything? You said you were going to do some investigating of your own. Nope, nothing yet. I'm afraid it's not looking very good for Juniper. You don't really think that Juniper could have done something like this, do you? Only the author and the victim knew the contents of the script. Both the stage and the art room were in the exact same state as described therein. Nobody could mimic the crime like that unless they'd already read the script. Or wrote it.
But...
Look, Professor Means is better able to handle this than you two, so just leave it to him.
There it is again. I'm picking up some sort of discord in Hugh's voice. Hugh, would you mind telling me a little bit about yourself?
Whatever. I'm 6'1", and under this uniform, I'm 100% lean muscle. My grades are outstanding, and I'm the ace of the archery club. Needless to say, I never miss my mark. Oh, and I'm incredibly humble, too. Yeah, right.
Sure. How can you even say that with that straight face?
Those around me call me a genius, but I pay them no mind. But when it comes to tests, I always get 100%, so I suppose it's only natural for them to say I'm a genius. But as I said before, I pay them no mind.
I heard you the first time.
But what about the mock trial? It sounded like you were about to lose to Robin. There's a very good reason for that. You see, right before the mock trial started, I saw the body.
You saw the body?
Right. And I was so distraught that I basically handed Robin a victory. Hugh, would you mind telling us a little more about that? Right before the mock trial, the campus was empty. Everyone was here in the lecture hall.
Your attention, please. This is an announcement from the Mock Trial Committee. The mock trial will begin shortly. All students and faculty, please proceed at once to the lecture hall.
That's right. There was that announcement and then everyone came in here.
The only exceptions were the mock trial participants. Juniper, Robin, and I were in our personal dressing rooms next door. Wow, your own personal dressing rooms? That's total VIP treatment. Actually, they're for student-teacher meetings. They don't even have windows. The other two waited patiently in their rooms, but that's not my style. So I headed over to the archery range on the other side of the quad. I did some meditation while I waited. That's the best way to relax. Then, just before the mock trial was to start, I headed back towards the main building. As I walked across the quad, I passed in front of the stage.
That's when you saw the body?
Right. It was quite a shock. As much as I hate to admit it, my legs were shaking. I could have easily been in Robin if it hadn't been for that. Wait, hold it right there. You went through with the mock trial even though you just discovered a body?
Why didn't you tell anyone? I mean, we're talking about someone getting killed here.
I think I know why. Was it because of this?
Where'd you get that?
So this article in the Themis Herald is true. The winner of the mock trial would get to make his confession to Junie.
Right. But if I reported the body, I'd found the whole thing would be called off.
He really wanted to win that bad? Bad enough to ignore a dead body?
Clearly.
Sorry, but that's not normal. Or could their love for Junie really must be that strong?
Sounds rather sociopathic to me.
Yeah.
Thanks for sharing that important piece of information with us. It may prove useful at tomorrow's trial. Good. Because that's all I have to say about the matter.
Thanks. And don't worry, we'll prove Juniper's innocence. You'll see.
I can't say you two inspire much confidence. Okay, Athena. What's next?
To the maintenance room. So this is the maintenance area. Let's see. During the mock trial, Prosecutor Gavin said that the art room is right above there on the 3rd floor. And that the body was dropped from there onto the jump mat from the storehouse.
Right. And then he claimed that the body was transported to the stage in a ball cart. And then... there's something else here.
Hey, it's Robin! Whoa! You scared the crap out of me! Thanks. Right back at you. So, what are you doing out here? I'm working out so I can become strong enough to save Juniper! I'm so worked up! My training brace is almost breaking out at the seams! Oh, right. The girl you like got arrested, so you're setting yourself up to rescue her? Yes, because I'm the manliest man of men! That's why I work raw with my manly brace! Except that I hear some discord in that manliness man's voice of yours.
I don't mean to be rude, but can't you talk without shouting?
Sorry! I'll try not to shout so much. If at all possible, that is.
I usually say that to most Americans, to be quite honest.
Which is not at all possible by the sound of it.
Seriously, I don't know what it is, but when Americans talk normally, they sound like they're shouting.
Yep. So do you mind if I ask you some questions about Junie's lawyer? No problem. Ask away. Keep him coming, man! Ouch! My ears ache already. Robin, can you tell me a little bit more about yourself? You want to know about me? I'm the second-rate member of the Fine Arts Club. The Fine Arts Club? Looks like a broken pottery or plaster. Maybe this is the source of that noise we've heard.
There were supposedly 2 statues on this stage. I seem to recall hearing that a co-ed from the Fine Arts Club had made them. 2 big banners and a pair of wicked statues. This is just an illustration, but it's not half bad.
Wicked statues? Wait, are they supposed to be you and Mr. Wright?
Bingo, Fräulein. And they were so big and magnificent, too. What a terrible waste.
Say, did you create those statues by any chance? You bet I did. Both of them. Put my blood, sweat, and tears into those things, man.
It must have been terrible seeing them all smashed up like that.
Nah, I couldn't face prosecutor court if I let something like that get me down.
Apollo just looks done with everybody's shit.
Yep. What do you mean? Professor Core was the Fine Arts Club advisor. She was all about the truth and beauty, man. She always said, the only good result is the truth. That and... only lawyers who seek the truth through legitimate means produce worthwhile results. Yes! I'm totally on your guy's side. She must have been an incredible woman.
Yeesh. And you call me loud when I practice my chords of steel.
Aw, man! Why did I take the prosecutor course? I mean, how am I supposed to save Juniper from studying to be a prosecutor? Don't worry. I'll clear Junie's name, you'll see.
Like Stewie said in the chat, this dude looks like he's about to go Super Saiyan.
I know. The three of us had a dream. We'd soar, we'd make it happen together. Prosecutor, lawyer, judge, the three of us would hold fair and honest trials. The dark age of the law? Ha! We're gonna put a nail in its coffin, man!
Wow, you guys swore to do that?
But no! A stupid school rule had to ruin it. School rule? Which one? Anyone with a prior conviction, no matter how minor the offense, they won't be allowed to graduate from this stupid, holier-than-thou school!
A tough legal academy with even tougher rules.
Junie will never become a judge unless I can prove her innocence. And if I fail, three of them will never realize their dream. It's like someone put pressure on my pressure. Well, I think I've talked to everyone who is somehow linked to the case.
Okay, maybe it's about time we wrapped up our investigation.
Oh, wait! We have to meet. We haven't met Junie yet.
Yeah, you're right.
Let's head over to the detention center. Let's go.
Yeah, Apollo's face is in this. He is just done with everyone's shit.
Yep. I love it. Thena, thank you so much for coming. She called me Theta like she used to. Maybe she's finally letting her guard down. Junie, the crime's unfolding exactly like your script. Any idea what's going on here? We wanted to make it fair, so the script was kept secret until the day of the mock trial. And the only people who knew the details of it were Professor Court and I. Nothing we haven't heard already so far. However... Yes? What is it, Junie? Well, there was this one article in the school paper.
You mean this one? It's more like a tabloid piece than a newspaper article if you ask me.
I've been worried that the trial would wreck the friendship between Robin, Hugh, and me. She wants to stay friends, but both of them guys are hoping to take it to the next level. Oh, the passion of high school drama. Wish I could have experienced it.
Just watch Toradora.
Well, take it from me. No, you don't. I've had experience. And I know I shouldn't have, but... I revised the script to favor the prosecution. But Professor Court noticed it immediately and changed it back. Ah, so if Robin had won, Hughes wouldn't be able to confess his love to Junie. That would have kept the trio's relationship the same. Never knew Junie could be so devious. Sorry, I guess my personal problems probably wouldn't be any help with the court, huh?
You never know. Help often comes from the most unexpected places. Thanks, Juniper.
I was wondering about the awl you had on when you were arrested.
Detective Fulbright, we found this in the suspect's pocket. Why, there's blood on this!
That's evidence we made for the mock trial!
A mock trial? Never heard of such a thing. But it sounds fishy to me. Real fishy.
It was the murder weapon from the mock trial. Professor Court and I were prepping it in the art room until the day before the trial. I didn't even realize I still had it on me until I was arrested.
Then we've nothing to worry about. There shouldn't be any way to link it to the crime.
Still, that blood-red color on the awl bothers me. Wasn't it just paint or something? I mean, I was looking at it from pretty far away, but... It probably was just paint, but that's what bothers me. It wasn't on the awl when we were prepping it yesterday.
It wasn't? Then how and when did it get there?
Well, before the mock trial began, I showed Thena and Mr. Wright to a waiting room. Then I went back to my dressing room to get the trial props we were going to use. That's when I found the art room key and the awl that looked at the blood on it. A key? And the awl? Professor Cord normally has the art room key since she's the Fine Arts Club advisor. And since the key was there in the dressing room, I thought she was the one who had painted the awl to look like it had blood on it. After all, she always insisted that the props should be realistic, so... The awl suddenly shows up on the day of the trial with what looks like blood on it? I have a really bad feeling about this.
Me too. But let's not jump the gun on this.
You and Professor Core were busy preparing for the mock trial together yesterday, right? Was that the last time you saw her? Yes. I left school at around 6 p.m.
Did you notice anything different about her?
No, I didn't notice anything out of the ordinary. She looked and acted the same as always. I would have never guessed and she'd end up like this. It looks like we're about out of time. Thank you for coming to see me. We'll do everything we can to prove you're innocent tomorrow. I know, and I believe in you, Dina. Well, I should go now. Bye.
She gonna be alright? She's like a shadow of the girl we met back at the academy.
The Ginny I knew was always like that, a little weak and sickly. But the fact that she's lifted her facade shows that she trusts us. Even still.
What is it?
Well, when Junie and her two friends were talking about their friendship, I sensed some discord in their hearts.
Seriously?
Yeah, but it was really faint. It might have been mistaken. There's no reason to doubt their friendship. Is there?
Don't worry, everything will be fine. You and Juniper are friends, right? You know that friend I mentioned to you earlier? Well, get this. Whenever something's troubling one of us, the other can just feel it. That's real friendship.
I suppose you're right. Might as well forget about that and concentrate on the trial.
Yep, tomorrow's the big day. Let's sort out what we know so far.
Okay. The victim, Professor Constance Court, was murdered in the art room on the 3rd floor. Then, her body was moved to the outdoor stage in the quad. Also, the location we found the body was just as the mock trial script described.
I wish those were the only similarities they shared.
What do you mean?
What I mean is the script and this case are exactly the same in almost every respect. So it follows that the actual trial may very well unfold just like the mock trial did.
Oh no! The mock trial ended right before the prosecution was about to win! Well, that's not gonna happen. This time, Ginny will be declared not guilty. Of course, I intend to get the results the honest way. We can do this. We'll be fine. After all, I have Apollo and After all, I have Apollo and he's the king of being fine. We did it!
That's the first part over.
Yep.
And this was a nice change of pace because, one, you seem to voice the majority of the characters instead of me for a change.
I know, my throat fucking hurts now.
You played a judge, which again,
Yep.
You've never been able to do. And you voiced the dude.
Yep.
So yeah.
But yeah, my throat... Ow.
Yeah, well now you know how I feel at the end of most of these streams. Sheesh.
Throat hurt.
Right, well, go take a lozenge or something and relax.
Okay, but at least we're done for the day.
Yes, we are. Anything to say before we sign off?
Nope, I'm good.
All right, folks, thanks for tuning in, and tune in next weekend for the finale of GTA Liberty City Stories. See you all then.
Bye-bye!
Bye-bye.